So, whilst working on this blog post, we now planned the post, we had ChatGPT write the blog post, and we had ChatGPT improve the blog post, but now it's also time to add some images, including a thumbnail. Now, that being said, ChatGPT, at the point of time we're recording this, is not capable of generating or embedding images in its output. But it can, of course, describe images. Now, what we could do here, since in my case it actually suggested to add visuals, it identified this as an improvement, and it did then not implement this improvement, even though I told it to do so. So what I could do in such a scenario, where it did not do something I told it to do, is I could ask ChatGPT, did you implement all improvements? And I could add some extra information like, seems like you forgot the visuals. Adding criticism like this and forcing ChatGPT to be self-reflective can often be very useful. So you definitely might want to consider sending this kind of follow-up message. But here I'll use a different message to also show you how you could get ChatGPT to add such visuals and images, even if it did not identify that as an improvement area before. In this message, I'm telling ChatGPT that it forgot to add visuals and images to the blog post. And I say, add visuals and images where needed, but don't repeat the entire blog post. Instead, just repeat a few words of the surrounding paragraphs. I'm doing this hoping that ChatGPT will not output everything again, which will take super long, and which of course also increases the complexity and length of the overall context and of the chat history, which I don't want to. So I'm trying this prompt, hoping that ChatGPT will not reproduce the entire blog post again, but instead only generate enough content so that I can identify where those images should be added. And I also say describe the visuals and images by using fitting keywords that reflect the content of the images, so that I should just get some keywords that describe the images. Now with that, ChatGPT indeed goes ahead and apologizes, and it tells me that it can't generate images yet, but that it can tell me which images should go where. And indeed, here, for example, it describes the image, and it also gives me a caption that could be added, and it tells me where this should go to. So with that, I have some ideas on which images could be added where, which sounds great, but I now also want a thumbnail for this blog post.